So YouTube family, let's be honest. Colorado found a quarterback today. As much as the game, like there's been a lot of improvement with Colorado football. There were things we could critique, but the offensive line played well. The defensive line rose up to the occasion. Our defensive backs got exposed a little bit, but we found a quarterback. See, Kaidon Slaughter, the reason why I don't want him to be the starter, I'm not thinking he's not good at all. He's a good quarterback. The problem is Colorado football is not Liberty football. This man, Kaidon, has never faced the defense that Ryan Staub has faced. And no disrespect to Kaidon, but Julian Lewis over there in Georgia, if you know the defense that he went against in high school, I feel he could be our starter. So the reason why I'm hyping up Ryan right now, let's get Ryan picture up. There's a reason I'm hyping up Ryan. First of all, Julian Lewis got in the game with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, and he played exceptionally well. His first possession was a handoff because our offensive coordinator don't know what he's doing. His second possession was a throw, which the wide receiver dropped. It was a nice zip pass. And after that, he got calm and collected, and he performed well, and we benched him. So I'm going to do a separate video on Julian Lewis, and we're going to go through all the details because Julian Lewis was put on the bench for Ryan Staub. Actually for your boy Slaughter, but it was Ryan Staub who came in the game, and he performed exceptionally well. Now, the reason why I'm not mentioning Julian Lewis on this video, he needs to be a starter, blah, 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 because the truth is, I don't think Colorado is trying to let him really play much this year. I think they're trying to redshirt Julian Lewis, if we're being for real, because he played exceptionally well. There was no reason to put him back on the bench unless you were experimenting with your quarterbacks. Because if Julian Lewis is not going to be redshirt, then your number 1 and 2 quarterback is not Slaughter. It's either from Ryan or Julian. And the way I'm looking at it, I think they're redshirting Julian, because if they're not redshirting Julian, they might lose Julian Lewis. If we're being real, they might lose him next year to the portal. But if he is redshirting, then that's something Julian knows that's going on. So he's not mad at it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to trust the coach decision. I love Coach Prime because Coach Prime said this about the starting jobs. He told everybody he sees what's going on. In other words, I see Kaidon Slaughter is playing awful. Now, I'm going to explain why he's playing awful. There's a guy named Pat Shurmur. But first, let's listen to Coach Prime because I think he agrees with me that Ryan Staub is the starter of Colorado.
What did you see out of this guy who came in just before the half and balled out for you?
I saw what I've been seeing in practice for the last few years. Like, this is who he is. This is who he's always been. He just needed opportunity. That's all he needed.
Well, you're a team-first guy. You're a backup to Shedeur. Stayed on this team this year with 2 quarterbacks coming in. Why?
I had a dream, and I saw something and I just wanted to chase it. I love being here. I love playing for Coach Prime. And, man, I'm just so blessed I got the opportunity. All I needed was that opportunity, and we got more work to do.
Took advantage of it. Coach, how are you going to manage these 3 quarterbacks going forward with?
Man, Martin Luther Staub. You feel me, ladies and gentlemen? We found a quarterback. Martin Luther Staub, bro. Look, I'm not going to exaggerate way too much because he could mess up next week, but not because Ryan isn't a good quarterback. We have a trash offensive coordinator, Pat Shurmur. I'm going to be exposing him all week because I warned you guys about him last year. Well, for last year, and also I made a video about him 4 months ago when he sabotaged Shedeur. Shedeur's own offensive coordinator, Pat Shurmur, goes on the sports show on Fox Sports and he says, oh, Shedeur has the same accomplishments in college that Daniel Jones had. And I'm scratching my head. Daniel Jones was a scrub quarterback at Duke University. The only reason he got highlighted because he went to the Peyton Manning's camp. They said he played well at the Manning's camp, so now he's a first-round pick when all the scouts had him as a projected third-round pick. How did he elevate it? But we're not going to get into that because today's video is about Ryan Staub. Now, I seen a young man get in the game and perform exceptionally well. Let's look at his stats right quick. Yeah, let's be fair today, bro. I looked at that young man's stat, and he was 7 of 11, and he really was supposed to be damn near perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not going to blame the offensive lines. I'm not going to blame our wide receivers. Should have they caught some of those passes? Yes. But receivers make mistakes. It's okay. Who I am going to blame is Pat Shurmur. He has outdated play calling styles. He's not used to getting acclimated to the new football standards. So we need a Brian Leftwich, to get involved more than what we're seeing from this guy, Pat Shurmur. I don't care about his days in the NFL because when he was with the Cleveland Browns, garbage. See, just because somebody was in the NFL don't mean they're going to find success in the college level. See, he's not worse than Sean Lewis because what made Sean Lewis worse was he was going to reporters and going behind Deion Sanders' back. Sean Lewis thought he was supposed to be the head coach. As we found out with San Diego State, he's a garbage coach. He's trash. He did win his first game this year with San Diego State during his second season, but the problem is they played against Stony Brooks. We'll see tonight. He plays at 10 p.m. We'll see how he fares. I think he's playing New Mexico State, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me. But we'll see what Sean Lewis can do. But here's the thing. Sean Lewis would have at least have a better play calling stature than what we're getting from Pat Shurmur. I defended Pat Shurmur until late last year. I had to stop defending him. His play calling got predictable. Defenses see what's going on. So the reason why I say Ryan Staub should start, because guys like Pat Shurmur don't know how to call plays for Kaidon Slaughter. We seen it was Shedeur Sanders' skill set that made Shedeur Sanders evidently better than what his offensive coordinator was. Neither one of his offensive coordinators could have called proper play for Shedeur Sanders. Not Sean Lewis, and damn sure not Pat Shurmur. See, Deion Sanders trusts these Benedict Arnold Judas around him too much because Coach Prime has a good heart. He represents the CU football all the way. So I don't want to get on Coach Prime too much, but I'm going to show you proof that Ryan Staub is the guy. Have you been paying attention to him? Look at this guy's profile, bro. He's a redshirt. He's not a redshirt freshman anymore. That profile is outdated. He's a redshirt sophomore. And when he played against Utah's defense, he was a great quarterback. He looks like a starter on any Division I team, if we're being for real. He played against a Utah defense that's known for being a stubborn defense, bro. Everybody knows that. It's a 50-50 game when you play against teams like Georgia Tech and the Utah Oats or whatever. Not Oats, but I butchered that. But you get the gist of what I'm saying, bro. Utah is an exceptionally well team, and this young man, Ryan Staub, performed. And I'm like, damn, did we forget that he actually went to a team that was loaded with quarterbacks? He stayed on Colorado knowing that Julian Lewis just committed to us, knowing that Kaidon Slaughter got paid allegedly a lot of NILs. And look, Kaidon could be good on any other team with a great coordinator. But where we lack in a coordinator, I can't wait for Kaidon Slaughter to become an exceptional quarterback for us. We can't do that. He's too redundant. He's too nervous. He's not used to a defensive style like that. Usually when you're a good quarterback and your offensive coordinator is garbage, you prevail by substituting what he's telling you with your actual football knowledge. Now, Kaidon is only prowess is playing against opponents in defense against the conference at Liberty. That is not the same thing in contrast to the Power 4, Power 5, Power 6. Next week, we're getting into conference play. We don't have time to be juggling who's the starting quarterback. So I think you need to name Ryan. Look, if you're not going to name Julian Lewis, let me say it better like this. If you're not redshirting Julian Lewis, then start him right now. But if you're redshirting Julian Lewis, I'm comfortable with Ryan Staub. He reminds me of an Alex Smith. He may not have the best arm in the world. You don't need a good arm to become an NFL quarterback. You need to be a good game manager at minimum and a durable quarterback who can throw the football. And he got that. He got that precision pass, meaning he don't have an arm like Anthony Richardson, but who cares about an arm like Anthony Richardson? He just got beat out by Daniel Jones. So do we really care about who got the strongest arm in the football? It's like who got the bigger Johnson down in your sack. Nobody cares about that. Who can deliver a pass appropriately where your receiver can get, precision timing? What Shedeur says, perfect timing. And Kaidon Slaughter, he keeps running the football. Yes, the offensive coordinator sucks, but if you watch Kaidon Slaughter, he gets nervous and rattled too easy in the pocket. He scrambles for his life too much. And stop blaming the offensive line for everything. I blamed them last week, but they improved this week. I will be doing a separate video to give everybody who I criticized last week I'm going to give them their props, because criticizing people is not about me hating anybody. I'm just criticizing you for that specific game. Everything could change. You could have a phenomenal performance during the next football game, and I'm going to come out and speak about your phenomenal performance. But when I see things are worthy of criticizing, I'm going to critique it. One thing about following your team is being honest. I did not build this platform by being liar and subjecting you guys to your favorite YouTubers. Your favorite YouTubers want to get tickets to go to these Colorado football games. Me, I just want to love and support the team and tell the truth. Now, Deion Sanders and them like me, but if they don't want to give me a ticket because I told the truth, then it is what it is. I'm going to still support them, but that's not the case. They support me because they think like me. You just heard Coach Prime saying the same similar things like me, because Ryan Staub is that dude. And if you disagree, to each his own. I support this young man, and I hope to see you family support him too. Get on track. Stop being flip-floppers. Look, we like Kaidon Slaughter, but we can't babysit nobody. We can't wait till Coach Pat Shurmur get good so Kaidon can do good. Coach Pat Shurmur can't call plays for Kaidon. So we're going to wait to the 5th game of the season when we're like 1-4. We're going to wait for that to make the move. No, you make the move now. In football, we don't have time to babysit nobody. And it doesn't mean we hate you because we told the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Love your family. Love your kids, and stay blessed.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I